Today, we're gonna be talking about weight gain, particularly my weight gain while on WW. And before any of you consider bashing or canceling me, I really want to urge you to hear me out and listen to this entire video because I have some really important things I want to share just based on my personal experiences. So let's begin. Hi everybody, my name is Mara. Welcome. For over a month, I have been doing the WW Green Plan, and well, I want to talk about something related to the topic of this video. So if you saw my previous video, I gave a very honest, candid review about my thoughts regarding the WW Green Plan, and I definitely suggest you watch that. But so let's flash back to a week ago. My weeks start on Tuesdays, and long story short, I've been eating pretty well, and when I say pretty well, I mean I've been doing the best that I could to stay within my points / my daily caloric intake in order to reach my goals of eating things within good portion sizes for my long-term weight loss wellness journey. Well, my husband and I had planned a very nice and lovely trip to the beach, which happened this past Saturday, and don't get me wrong, him and I had a very lovely time. In fact, I had saved up my extra weekly points in order to go eat out at a local seafood restaurant, enjoy a margarita, and heck, share an ice cream with my husband, and it was so delicious. So I was already aware of the fact that I had gone over my, not just my dailies, but definitely had dipped into my weeklies. And let's also go to the fact that the night before on Friday, we'd gone to Cold Stone, so we already had some ice cream. So this was stuff that I was already planning anyway, and I have to be honest, I enjoyed every bite of what I ate and I didn't feel bad. So everything was going fine. We were enjoying ourselves on Saturday after we had enjoyed ourselves from the beach, and as my husband and I were on our way home, one of the most anxiety-inducing things to ever happen to us happened. We got into a pretty major car crash in the middle of the interstate, in the middle of downtown Tampa. And if you're from Florida or Tampa, big point is the traffic is horrible at all times of the day. We got involved in a major pileup that was extremely traumatizing. And you're probably wondering, what does that have to do with the title of this video? Please stick through. It was a very traumatizing experience going through the collision. Thankfully, my husband and I were safe. The car was still drivable, but it was pretty dinged up. Neither of us had to go to the hospital. However, both of us do have a lot of back and shoulder pain. Understandably, we went through something traumatic. I'm sharing this because we went through something that was shocking and devastating, and once again, traumatizing. I have an anxiety of being on the road. And with that, because we were so shocked by what had happened, that threw everything off for the rest of the weekend. So forget Sunday and forget Monday. I was in so much pain and so mentally shocked by this car crash that just interrupted the whole flow of our weekend and beginning of our week, that, to be honest with you, the last thing I was thinking about during that time where our car was completely rammed was, how many points am I going to have for breakfast or for lunch? Or gee, how many points did I eat today? When you're in a situation of trauma, you counting your calories or calculating your points is probably not even going to be in your radar. You're just trying to survive and you're just trying to get by. And I say all this to say that this traumatizing experience, in addition to just me being on my period, really threw everything off. As I said, I had already planned to incorporate my weeklies and my extra calories for the weekend, but then we had this horrible situation that happened that just blew everything away. So, sweetheart, let's flash forward to this morning and exactly what I suspected happened. I gained weight and I put on weight. Now, it wasn't a huge amount of weight, but I had known that really as a result of the trauma from Saturday that I basically just ate. I didn't care. I didn't care on Sunday or I didn't care on Monday last night. I was in so much pain that I didn't, whatever, you know, I was just trying to take care of myself. And that's what I want to say. I gained weight and I'm fine. I still love myself. I still care about me. Gotta stay hydrated. One of the reasons I wanted to make this video is not for people to feel sorry for me or what had happened or even the fact that I gained weight, because shit, this is life and things are gonna happen. But I think it's important that you remember that if you yourself are on a weight loss journey as well, for whatever reason, just remember and always keep in mind that life is gonna happen and life is going to bring interruptions. Things are not always gonna be this smooth downward journey. It's just, no, it's not realistic. As you know, we just got into a pretty bad car crash. Maybe your life interruption is that a close family member or friend passed away. You may be going through a divorce or separation. You may have gotten laid off, or hell, 2020, which has brought all sorts of really lovely surprises. Life is gonna happen, and within those circumstances, there are outer factors that are going to impact your weight loss or your wellness journey. And when you are going through a time of trauma or mourning, one of the last things that you yourself may want to do is try to sit down and figure out how many calories or points are in your bagel or pizza when you know that a family member is dying or you yourself are in a situation of trauma. So advice that I'm even taking for myself to pass on to you is just to continue and try your hardest to be gentle with yourself. Do not hate yourself. Do not slap yourself or harm or shun yourself because you may have gained some weight during a difficult time. What are some things that you can do in those moments to remind yourself to be gentle to yourself, to love yourself? So one thing that I'm doing is, while I write down my weekly agenda, I'm just starting this, is to also write down on a small little section here, if you can read my chicken scratch, what am I doing that day to act in self-love and self-care? What am I doing each day? Am I giving myself a hug? Am I just affirming myself? The thing is though, even within diet culture, it is so easy to shun yourself and to shame and to hate yourself, even if you did gain weight. And I just want to remind you all that you're no less wonderful or valid people, even if the scale tips in the upward direction. So as I said before, if you are on this journey, you can, and this is what I'm doing, one of a couple things. So for me, in my last video, I said these words. I said that this is a long-term journey for me and that I already know that it's going to have losses and gains, but I'm not gonna give up. And in the past, I used to give up. Even if I gained 5 pounds back, that would throw everything off. And I was just like, you know what, screw it, I can't do this anymore. But just gotta remember that tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow is a fresh opportunity to start over. That's okay. Do not shun yourself and do not beat yourself up for the fact that you gained weight. Still love yourself. And if you did gain weight, once again, you are valid and you are wonderful. Just remember that. Be gentle with yourself. And another thing I want to mention is this, especially pertaining to Weight Watchers. As I shared in my last video, the journey has been working for me. Obviously, I was in a horrible situation that was really out of my control, and because of my choices, I just kind of didn't care for the past couple days because I was trying to cope. So yes, Weight Watchers WW, or if you're doing calorie counting, if you stick with that, it does work. But I want to be real with you that nevertheless, if you are on a weight loss journey, keep in mind that it is going to be disruptive to your life. If you are especially in the beginning stage, I'm going to be real. You're going to be modifying certain aspects of your life, whether it's your schedule or your meal planning or your way of eating that you didn't do before. So even just adjusting to that, it takes mental stamina to do that. And I guess I just want you to be honest with yourself. All of us. Are you really in a place right now where you can commit to a weight loss journey? And I don't say that to shame you, but it's just really being honest with yourself. Or are there other factors in your life right now, maybe factors of trauma or other difficult factors that are just making that journey way too hard for you at this time? Is it more beneficial for you to maybe just get to the root of whatever trauma is going on in your life and maybe just seek out therapy? Maybe that's a step that you can take for your own journey in wellness. And honestly, I have been going to therapy for over 3 years now. It's been one of the greatest things, especially in terms of dealing with my anxiety. So maybe that's more important for you right now than trying to calculate points or calories. And that's okay. Obviously, I am not a therapist, nor am I a registered dietitian or a doctor, but just reflecting on my own life experiences and just passing this on to you. So the point is, like, maybe right now, while you have gained weight, you can either choose to, hey, accept that tomorrow's a new day and it's a new opportunity for you just to begin over again and to still remain gentle and compassionate with yourself. Or, as I said before, this might not be the time for you to focus on a weight loss journey, and that is that. So what I'm gonna do below is I'm gonna list some resources for some kind of pro bono therapy services or nonprofits that at least I'm aware of, and I'm gonna list that below because I know right now times are tough and a lot of people are struggling with even just having jobs and keeping food on the table in the first place. So if that's you, I definitely want to list something below. If there's something that I didn't mention, please let me know because I want to also add that type of resource. But the big thing is, at the end of the day, even if you are on your weight loss journey and you did gain a little weight, you're still no less of an amazing person, and it's gonna be okay. Just continue to be gentle with yourself, give yourself compassion and love, no matter what. This stuff has been really heavy on my heart, and it's stuff that I've really been reflecting on, and these are just some of my thoughts that I wanted to share for this particular video. If you are also maybe in a period in your life where maybe you're struggling with your own weight loss due to external factors, or you maybe gained weight yourself and you just want someone to talk to, please comment below or shoot me an email. I'll leave my email address below. I just want you to know that you're not alone. As I said, I gained weight this week and I'm sure I'm not the only one. And hey, it's not the end of the world. But I'm gonna go and actually get ready to eat lunch very soon. I want each and every one of you to have an amazing day and be happy and be blessed. Bye everybody, take care.